This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Coonoor and Ooty virtually cut off. Coonoor highway caves in after incessant rains in the western districts. Fate of a 2-month-old baby hangs in a balance after her entire family commits suicide, the baby being treated in a private hospital in Guindy. Former bureaucrats and election officials come together to fight money power in polls, call for an open house soon. The IT sector might be surging ahead, but the biggest IT parks are harboured in pools of dirt. From roads to repair work of virtually every commodity, look what a track record it has been for the 25 years of Consumer Action Group.
He is taking suggestions from citizen groups, from representatives of public interest, much more seriously than they would 25 years back.
And finally, see how children are learning to coordinate by joining the dots for a traditional kolam. Hello and welcome to News Tonight with me, Ashmit Kumar. Let's also take a look at some national headlines. 2 explosions hit a Sufi shrine in Karachi. At least 10 people are feared dead. It's showering medals at the Commonwealth Games for hosts India. The gold tally is now at 14. Lalit Modi lands himself in a soup yet again. Enforcement Directorate wraps a blue collar around his neck. An apology follows a racist remark. New Zealand's High Commission says sorry for tasteless remarks against Sheila Dixit. And the rupee reaches a 2-year high, reaches pro-Lehman levels. Now in our top story this evening, rains are rummaging through the western districts of Tamil Nadu. Heavy rains in the state have caused the Coonoor-Ooty road to cave in. Now, sources are telling us that the road has been closed to all heavy vehicles, including heavy tourist vehicles and trucks. Official confirmation is awaited for that. Now, Anant Krishnan joined us to give us more details about the state of rain and, of course, the roads in Ooty.
Well, the main road that leads to Ooty from Coonoor at a place called Kanikraj Nagar, just above Arvankadu. This is the same spot where the land caved in last year, and there was the traffic had to be closed for more than 2.5 months last year. The highway authority had built a retaining wall and they are trying to put up the road last year. But due to this afternoon at around 2 o'clock, some people noticed cracks on the road on the left-hand side, that is on the cliff side. So immediately they alerted the authorities, and now as things stand, from 5 p.m., all traffic, that is, but heavy vehicle traffic, as you had rightly said, has been stopped on this road. The few stranded passengers who are traveling by car and by scooters have just been allowed, and that has also been stopped right now. And the entire road, as now the officials from the highways are now inspecting the road. And in case of heavy rain in the night, definitely the road will suffer more damages, and traffic could quite be closed on this road for a few days at least.
We were also joined by S.R. Ramanan. He's the director of the Met Department in Chennai, to give us some more insight about the weather pattern developing in the region.
It is due to a low pressure area which developed in the West Central Bay, and then it went close to Andhra. Today morning it became a depression. Right now it is going towards Orissa.
I see. Okay.
And because of that, it has rained extensively in coastal Andhra Pradesh. And as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, it is only scattered rains. But anyhow, because of the system, it has increased the rainfall over Kerala. Because of the spillover effect, you had it in the Western Ghat area, Kanyakumari district like this. We make operational forecast for next 48 hours. Maximum with models and all, we can predict for 10 days. And I don't expect in next 10 days any northeast monsoon onset, as a matter of fact. Well, I'm expecting one more low pressure may form in the West Central Bay, may move closer to Andhra.
Now, our reporter Divya too joined us and shared with us the latest details from Ground Zero.
Like we have heard from the authorities, the roads between Ooty and Connor have been damaged, and in an area called Aruvankarai in the Nilgiri district, the roads have also caved in, and there might have even been landslips there. Let me tell you that there are a lot of differences between landslides and landslips, and landslips are not that very dangerous, but because of that too, the traffic seems to have affected those areas, and heavy vehicles are asked not to ply on those roads, and of course I think they even mean the tourist vehicles, and they want to avoid taking a risk at all in those areas since the traffic has been affected, and because of this the path has been diverted to the Kotagiri route. All the passengers and the vehicles are asked to take the Kotagiri path instead of this area, and of course when I spoke to the Met Department about the rainfall that has that we have been receiving, they have said that Nilgiri district in Tamil Nadu has received the maximum amount of rainfall, and about 10 centimeters of rainfall have been registered here, and following that closely is the Iraniyal and Kulachal districts in Kanyakumari, where even in Kanyakumari several houses have been falling, it is said in reports coming in now. So, but of course about Chennai, they haven't told us anything about the rains in Chennai, and as we can say, we have been receiving unseasonal rainfall. So this is the scene as far as the Met Department is concerned now.
Right, now moving ahead, what will be the fate of 2-month-old Insha Fatima, whose parents decided to take the extreme step for some unknown reason? In some shocking news from Guindy, a scrap merchant and his wife committed suicide, and their 3-year-old son died along with them. The fourth person in the family is a young child, a 2-month-old child in fact, who is now safe. Our crime reporter Salim joined us to tell us more about this tragic tale.
As of now, the police say that they are investigating the case. Also, the police very clearly say that when they interrogated Fatima's grandpa, he very clearly says that the deceased was facing some tension from the customs official. Now, apart from this, we managed to speak to Dr. Nirmal. Dr. Nirmal is the one who is treating 2 months old Fatima. Mr. Nirmal very clearly said that the family, the entire family had consumed a poison called endosulfan, and miraculously, he termed it as a miracle, and miraculously 2 months old Fatima managed to survive, and she is now being treated at a private hospital in Guindy. She is kept at the intensive medical care unit over there, and Dr. Nirmal added that they are carrying out arterial blood gases tests, like they are measuring the heart rate, they are measuring the oxygen level in the blood, and the doctor also says that they will be only able to deliver any concrete statement on the infant's condition only after 48 hours.
Right, now, recent elections in Tamil Nadu have been overshadowed by reports of widespread vote buying by political groups. Now, a group of former election officials say the culture of bribing voters and threats against political rivals should be stamped out. Peer Mohammed reports.
Tamil Nadu saw almost 10 by-elections in the past few years. Lavish bribing of voters to win seats has been a major concern. The Forum for Electoral Integrity, formed by former election officials and activists, say the use of money and violence to sway voters should end.
Last 3-4 years, what has been generally felt is the southern states, including Tamil Nadu, have seen a lot of use of money power in the election, more than other parts of the country. And therefore, this moment starting, this idea starting from this particular state is very appropriate.
There is no doubt the clean-up effort will be greeted with overwhelming public support. An open discussion on free and fair polls is to be held on Saturday, where the Chief Election Commissioner S.Y. Qureshi will listen to suggestions.
Silence, as you know, is consent. That means you are also agreeing to what is happening. That cannot be allowed. Besides, we firmly believe in one dictum: better to light a candle than curse the darkness. You can keep on cursing the darkness. Darkness is not going to go away.
The attempt to reform the way Tamil Nadu's voters choose their leaders comes at the most appropriate time. In about 6 months from now, the state will vote for a new government, which is expected to see a bitter fight. In Chennai with Peer Mohammed, Jay Santosh for NDTV Hindu.
Now there's some more trouble headed Lalit Modi's way, courtesy of the Enforcement Directorate. Find out why. Modi's in a soup on the other side.